I'm tuned. It's crunch time on the jump. During last night's game, Drake gave the Raptors coach a little massage there. We talked about this at the top of the show, Byron. I wanted to revisit, though, because I wanted to know if you would let Drake rub your shoulders during the game.
No, unless you are a certified masseuse and I am paying you.
That's right.
Especially a man, you do not rub my shoulders.
This is one of the, I see
love
Twitter speculated on
Drake.
this. I like the Photoshop there.
That ain't happening.
Right?
I love Drake, though.
This
I love
is one
Drake.
of the best musicians of his era.
No
This man
doubt.
is a poet.
I love him.
Yeah.
But don't be rubbing my shoulders.
That's not exactly a massage, though. Like, I want somebody who knows exactly.
She wants more. Ramona wants more.
That's right. I'm a new mom. Come on, I deserve it.
Are you taking a shot at Drake? I mean, look, I know. Okay, we'll go back. This is after the show discussion with our crew here in the studio. Adam Silver saying LeBron playing late games has impacted TV ratings. In an interview with Today, the commissioner says the NBA is looking to move up 10:30 West Coast start times. Ramona, as someone for whom those start times are at 7:30, how do you feel?
2 thumbs up. 2 thumbs up. I mean, they are so late when you're on the East Coast that most people just don't even watch the second half. Like, it would help the West Coast teams on both ways. One, more people would see them play, but two, it works great in the finals, too. I think the traffic would be worse.
And by the way, the fact that LeBron James can impact television ratings to this degree when the team doesn't even make the playoffs, his jersey was the #1 jersey sold again this year. They just came out with those numbers. I get it when people complain about why do you talk about LeBron? Because he's the most popular.
Best.
He got the most All-Star votes.
Yeah.
People are interested, and Adam Silver wants to put him on TV. Let's talk about the Nuggets, because President of Basketball Operations Tim Connolly says he, quote, fully expects Paul Millsap to be back next season. They have a $30 million team option on Millsap. Ramona, you taking him at $30 mil?
Yeah, I think that's what you say right now.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You say that right now.
That's a really good quote for right now.
Very good. Very good.
Okay.
Good job, Denver.
I mean, they're not still playing. It's not like he has to keep them engaged.
But that's what you say right now.
Stay positive. Yeah, stay positive. You want to keep the team together. You're saying all the right things, but boy,
$30 million.
that's a heck of a price tag.
Nice. You go get yours, Paul Millsap. Let's end today's show by turning attention back to the Eastern Conference Finals. The Bucks were 10-1 in the postseason heading into those games in Toronto. Now they head back to Milwaukee with the series tied at 2 apiece. So what do you think, Byron, if you were in Coach Budenholzer's shoes, how concerned would you be heading into Game 5?
I'm not that concerned, to be honest with you. This is what we played the whole season for, to get a home court advantage. So we got 2 out of the next 3 at home. If we take care of business, we're in the NBA Finals. So I'm not that concerned right now.
Well, I mean, it's a young team that hasn't been there. And I picked the Raptors in this series because I felt like they had more experience and they had guys who had been there and felt these moments.
A lot of guys, by
Plus,
the way, who've been there.
Kawhi is playing out of his mind.
Yeah.
He's that good right now. And this is the part where the young team either sinks or rises to the occasion. And I think, like the Bucks, I think it's only the second time all year that they've lost 2 games in a row. I mean, they don't have that much experience with adversity. They haven't had that tough of a playoff run so far. Detroit with Blake Griffin on one leg, and then obviously they took the Celtics out pretty quickly. So we don't know how they're going to respond to adversity.
I mean, to me, it's just can the shooters make their shots? And that includes Eric Bledsoe, by the way, because he has not been making his shots either. And that entire team is predicated around those guys making his shots. The system is set up that they have to make their shots because it gives Giannis more room. It allows him to operate differently. If everyone can just wall off and key around Giannis, because when he kicks it out, nobody is sinking a basket, it's not going to work. It just seems that simple to me. Am I right?
Yeah, you're right. But Eric Bledsoe is not your typical 3-point shooter in the first place.
No, I know. And I've seen any of his shots.
Yeah.
I'm not just talking about threes.
No. I know what you're saying, but he's got to get to the basket. He's got to get in that open floor a little bit more. When he gets to the basket, he conditions that defense, and now he's kicking out to those 3-point shooters just like Giannis. So I think for him to just be settling for 3-pointers does him a disservice.
Right.
He has to do a much better job of being in attack mode.
He can't shoot 24%.
No.
And by the way, that's not just three.
Yeah, you know who was shooting 24% before the other day? Fred VanVleet.
No, I know.
And then he had a great game in Game 4. Like, this is what happened.
But Eric Bledsoe was more important to the Bucks than Fred VanVleet is to
on both
the
ends of the floor.
Raptors. And by the way, also, I think that Bud has to make an adjustment with Giannis and figure out a way for him to play through Kawhi differently and play, because you can't just say, oh, he's big and strong, go get it. Because Kawhi has been stopping him. The numbers against him, he's got to come up with different approaches.
Yeah, you got to run some type of pick and rolls where you can get some type of switch where you get Kawhi Leonard off of Giannis.
Yes.
And now he's able to, function in a much more open area. And when he's in an open area, we all know he can get to the basket. And if he's not getting to the basket, he's hitting shooters.
Well, this is a
and then the shooters got to make shots.
This is a test for Bud, too, because some of the knock on him is that he wasn't a playoff adjustment coach. He made adjustments during the Celtics series. I'm interested in his adjustments here.